All right, y'all. This is Solo's Customs out here in Houston, service in Atlanta. Real quick, this is how you take off the door handles on a 2015 Toyota Prius. I was having a hard time finding information out there, not super clear. So I decided I'm gonna do it for you all already. Now we're gonna work it backwards and keep it real short and simple. Hopefully it's very clear for you all, okay? So I already have everything disassembled here, but I'm gonna try to be as clear as possible for you, okay? So first off, you're gonna have, this is the passenger side. So it's gonna be just like this. You're gonna have the full door handles on and you're gonna have the cap on right here, okay? Very straightforward. On the inner side, you'll see a black cover. Look just like this. You pop that off and you'll need, I am using a T30, if you can see that, T30 50 on the end. You're going to unscrew this all the way loose. Now don't worry about the screw falling out. It actually has a little safety mechanism that catches it. So if you're just screwing, expecting it to come all the way out, you're wasting your time. Just screw. And then at some point you'll realize that it's super loose and you'll be able to first pop the small cap off. Pop this right on off. It'll come off easy right off of the outside. So boom, that'll pop off. That's your first thing. Once you're done with that, you're gonna move on to removing the door panel. Now, unfortunately, on the front doors, you have to remove the door panel. Door panel will be on like this. First things you're gonna do, you're gonna come inside and remove the cover and the screws behind the inner door handle and at the handrest. So right here, there's a cover that comes off. It's like this. You just sneak behind it on the inner portion, right here on the inner portion where the lock meets, and pop it out. Has 3 little latches on the end that comes off, and then you're gonna have a regular screw like this. Unscrew it, take it off, easy. Bottom part has more of a softer portion. You pop that out, just slide it out with a hook tool, and then it has another screw exactly like this, okay? So once you unscrew those are the only screws you'll have to unscrew to get the door panel off, okay? Then from there, you need to work behind with the pry tool. I use this one and this one, a little combination of both, slid down here. Now, just for a cheat factor for you, so you can see, since I already have the door off, you have, fix the camera, I'm sorry. I would recommend starting from the outside and working your way towards the inside in a U fashion. So you've got this one at the top and this one at the middle. These at the middle are the easiest ones to start with. So right here is a clip. So you'll work your pry tool about right here, use the second one, and you'll give it a good pop off. Now, if you pop it off and this little plastic clip remains in the hole right here, just use another pry tool. You can use this or you can use one of these. You just pop it out and you slide it back in place, okay? So after you pop this one off, you just work your way around. Now let's count. We've got 1 at the top, 2, 3 on the one side, 2 at the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, about the equal distance across on the opposite side. So what I do is, after I get that first one to pop, I work my hands in there. And once I get down here, you give it a firm grip and a firm pull. One firm pull should pop it, and all the rest of them should come out the same way. Pop, 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 firm pull, and a good little mini yank, okay? Be careful. Now, the top right here is actually like slid on to the frame. So once you get all of them popped open, you'll go straight up. So you'll slide up and it'll come off, okay? Very straightforward. Now, once you get to this part, you don't have to take all this stuff off. I've seen videos of people saying, oh, you gotta unplug this and unplug that. You don't have to do all that. First thing you need to do, you already have the little piece out, so we're just working to get the handle actually off, right? Once you get inside here, you'll see that there's these yellow switches. Now, they'll be all the way latched inwards. This is the in position. What you do, you need to pop it out. It might be a little bit tough, so try going up and back at the top and down and back at the bottom. It should pop and free out. Once you do that, it comes completely out. You literally, and I'll do it in a reverse fashion so you can kind of see, but the door handle will be in there like this. It'll be pushed in like that. All you need to do is pull it back this way, straight back, not away from the car. You pull it straight back, well, and it'll pop out. And I do apologize, you do need to open it a little like you're opening the door. And once you have it opened a little bit, then you pull straight back and it'll come out and then you can slide it out. Super simple, okay? So now we're gonna go over to the driver's side really quickly and I'm gonna show you the driver's side. All right, driver's side, the same thing. You're gonna have an inner screw, just like we did on the other side, but right here, the small mechanism actually has a key lock on it, so it's gonna be longer. You'll pull that straight out, okay? So let me go ahead and get this door open. Okay. And I really hope this is super helpful for you all because this was frustrating for me, right? So, like I said, screw, same thing. Same thing as the other side. You're looking at the 30, the same piece. So just rewind the video, but it's the same piece. Unscrew that part. And then once you get that out, it's the same thing with regards to the door. So the door will be like this. Now, I've got more taken apart right here. You can disregard this section. It's really just the cover piece that you can pry up and out. And I pried the controls out, which you just work around it and pry it up and out. I only did that so that I can roll the windows back up once I'm done. Well, not even back up, so I can roll the windows down when I'm done. So when I shut the door, I can just reach in the car and open it from the control mechanism, which are these. This is the top lock one, the white one, and the green one is the actual inner door handle. When you pop these off, you can always just pull the metal string to open the door. That's all this mechanism does. You go like this, it pulls the string, and then it makes the door handle pop open, okay? So you can disregard this part right here, okay? Now, this is the exact same situation. You'll have, let's see, right here. You'll have a cap here, boom, where the door handle goes, boom, pop that off nearest the lock. And then you have a sleeve here in the handle part, pull that out, and both of them have screws. It's the exact same as the opposite side, okay? So once you get this open, now, because of like how easy it was, this whole inner door handle kind of just slid off, so I'll be able to just slide it back on. But if it stays in place, all you do is pop these up. It's the same on both sides. And then there's a little ball on the inside. And I'm sorry, this is like, there we go. There's a little ball on the inside. You just slide it up and out. Slide it up and out, okay? And as you can see, I could just pop this right back in place and we're good to go. And then I could just install it as I'm gonna do the passenger side, okay? So you got the door panel off, boom. Very simple and very straightforward like the other side. Now there will be some plugs, right? This is gonna be still plugged in into the door. There's just one little clip at the bottom of it. So you really can just use a pry tool, push that inner clip in, and then it comes out like that, okay? So I'm gonna put that back in there. I'm sorry it's blurry, but I hope the information works for you, okay? Now, another one that I watched was like, oh, you gotta take all this stuff apart, but I don't wanna do that. So let me roll the window up a little bit so you can see exactly how I got that off. Okay. So right here, it's the same thing. We're gonna start just like the other side. You've got the yellow clamp, right? Now, mind you, we've already took the lock mechanism out, and this is what it looks like once you pop it out, okay? So like I said, it's just like the other side, but it's longer. It'll go right back in the way it's positioned, so don't play with it. Just keep it straight because, again, remember, this is a lock. So this comes right on out, so all we're working on once we're behind the panel is getting the actual door handle off. The door handle looks like this. And the only thing that's different on this side is that you have electronic connections for the inner side, so you have to get it out. So let me put this back in real quick and then kind of show you how that works. All right, same situation as the other side. Once you've taken it off, you have to open and then slide out to get it out. But in this position, this is the part that's kind of difficult, right? Let me get y'all some light. All right, so this mechanism, once you get to this part, it's going to be plugged in right here. Boom, plugged in. And then this little black part that's attached is going to be clamped in right there, all right? So all you have to do is do what I just did in reverse fashion. From the outside in, you have this black part. You should be able to pull the back of it and pop it out. All right. Now, it may feel like, just be careful. Don't stress yourself about it. It's just a cover piece that's protecting the wires that are running through here and all the way back. So give it a good little yank. Take your time, be gentle, but give it a good little yank. And this part right here is just gonna pop out, okay? It's out, right? From there, all you need is a pry tool and 2 hands, right? So put this on. Okay. So right here, inside of here, if you can see, let me see. Inside, so we pop this off. Right inside of here, the cover is black and the inner part that you have to disconnect is gray. Right inside here is the latch. So if you have something like this, or even one that's straight, it'll work. So all you do is get a good little firm grip on the end of it. You slide this in and you push down. Just like all the other clips, you push down and you pull out. Boom. Easy money. And then from there, like I said, you pull out and back. I'm sorry, it's kind of easy once you get to that part, so no worries. But again, you open it up. Because the door's gonna be on like this. You open it up and then you slide it out towards that way, towards the outside. And then you got it off. Stay tuned, I'm gonna show you another quick video really quick so you can see how the rear ones come off. It's way easier. Again, thanks for checking us out. This is Solo at Solo's Customs here in Houston, servicing Atlanta. Peace!